How's it going? So let's talk today about a subject that we've all probably experienced, local dating versus online dating, and versus international dating. So this is an interesting thing because a lot of people ask me which one's best. Should I go online? Should I try it locally, in my hometown? Or should I try and see if I can do an international relationship? So let's talk about, dating in general first. So we want to establish kind of a relationship with somebody. We want that person to like us, but we also want to create romantic feelings. Now, first we have to establish friendship, and I do believe that all the best friendships, turn into romantic relationships later down the line if you cultivate them correctly. So that's dating to me in a nutshell in general is finding a common ground with your best friend and then escalating romantically. So I break it into three categories. You do local dating, which are, dating in your hometown. You're meeting your college sweetheart. You're meeting your high school sweetheart. Then there's online, which you're doing this, you're talking through a camera initially first through Skype or Zoom, but as a real person, you're getting to know them. And then there's international dating. You're going to maybe go to a different country, Ukraine, Russia. You're going to maybe a different place in Europe, and you're going to meet somebody internationally. So when you break those down, you can kind of see, okay, which one do I want to do? So let's talk about the first category, and I'm going to break these down so they're easy to understand and they kind of like make sense. So first of all, what is local dating? As I talked about before, it's meeting someone in your high school, someone in your college, someone in your town, maybe someone at the local bar, someone at a restaurant, someone while you're out and about. And to me and to other people, this could mean an exciting adventure. This could mean a great way to meet someone, but also has a lot of challenges too. What are those? You have to go out and, you have to look pretty good. You got to do your hair. You got to put on cologne. You got to look your best and then hope that works. And then also be good at conversation. Maybe you're nervous when you go out. It's a whole different environment when you're in your house as opposed to when you're out in a bar or restaurant. And with the international situation, it's kind of tough now because some places may want you to social distance. Hard to just walk up to someone and talk to them like we used to, and who knows when that's going to change. So to the male viewers, yes, local dating is still an option, and it's still something you can do. There are some challenges that come along with it. As I said before, it's great to meet someone in your local town if you can, but sometimes there's a lot of challenges going out, finding the right pickup lines, making sure you look your best, and hoping you don't get rejected. And that can be tough. And especially in today's circumstances, it's tough. So let's go to number 2. What is online dating? So online dating is when you use the online resource of the internet, like I'm using now to show you this video, to meet someone. And this is also powerful for me because I've met a lot of business clients online. I've had relationships online as well, and it is a great medium to meet someone. Now, if you're a male viewer saying, hey, I don't have time to meet someone, I'm always busy, I'm always running around, or these restrictions are making it so tough for me to meet someone, or I'm nervous. When you go out of the house and you're trying to look best and you're trying to do your hair and all this and, looking good and, trying to pat it down and looking your best, getting your t-shirt, you're already confident, and then you go out and you freeze. And that's happened to a lot of guys. It's happened to me, and it may have happened to you. So online dating takes that out because you can be in the comfort of your home and you can talk to someone, especially as a guy, that can help with our confidence. And last but not least is international dating. So the difference here is you can all do online and local. You can still do that within the scope of your region. Usually most apps will cater to your region. But international dating is where you go on an adventure, you meet someone overseas, and you have that amazing relationship. You get to know them and you get to see a different culture. So that's a whole adventure in and of itself. You're really stepping out of your comfort zone. And what that means to me is one thing. Yes, it's nervous. It can be, a little bit uncertain, a little bit uncomfortable, but it's also that aspect of an adventure, I'm going on an adventure to find love. And to me, that's a powerful force, because saying, hey, if I can go travel somewhere to find the person I love, isn't that amazing? Won't that make a great story to tell her, hey, I came across all the way, I came across oceans to see you. Might even be a great story to, tell your family, your friends, and people who are, saying, hey, I can't find anything I don't want to date, in my specific area, my specific region, or, a particular type of person. Hey, you can go international. I did it and it worked for me. So that can really help you. So that being said, which one should you choose? Which one should you do? Weigh all the pros and cons. So when it comes to making decisions in life, we usually do risk assessment based on the pros and cons. When the cons outweigh the pros, we don't do it. When the pros outweigh the cons, we do it. So up until now, local and online dating has been pretty good, but again, the hard part is if you're a shy guy like me, and it took me a long time to be comfortable in front of the camera, and even then, I still have approach anxiety, and even with a lot of these restrictions, it's tough. So for me, I'm looking at the online international dating sphere. Now, you have to see what's going to work for you, what's going to be good, what's going to, help out. So let's talk about some of the benefits of online dating, local dating, international dating. We can weigh these and we can see. Like, one nice thing about local dating is you're right there. You don't have to figure out any cultural, barriers. You get support from family and friends. You can invite her right to your house that time after you've been dating for a little bit, and it's much easier. You can drive right to her. It's not super complicated. There's a lot of nice things about local dating. You can just go and say hi, talk to her, get to know her. It's not going to take any effort on your part to try and establish an online connection or to travel internationally. Now, some of the downfalls are, there might be a lack of human, connection. There's a lot of, divorces. The divorce rate's crazy in the United States and the Western world. There's also a lot of drama. And there can be some, goofy things like getting in arguments about things that are nonsensical, mistakes. Maybe there's just not enough interest, or there's a lot of emotional baggage. And as I did my MGTOW video, may have seen, there's issues, with some cultural barriers, especially in the West now, where people aren't as committed as they used to be. Now let's talk about online dating, the good things about online dating. So you want to, look at the woman of your dreams. You want to figure out what's the best age, race, religion, what type of person is she? And you can figure those things all out online. You can build profiles, and you can find someone who really, really likes you on a dating website. Maybe use an app, maybe use a combination of both. But there's some issues with online dating as well that you may know. You got to sign up. Sometimes you have to answer a lot of questions. You got to pay a lot of money. You keep going, back and forth to square one, and then you're single again. And maybe they don't want a long-term relationship. Maybe they just want to have, something that's short and quick, to put it mildly. So you can have trouble online because what if she's crazy? What if she's done bad things in the past? What if she's a fraud? What if she just wants a free dinner? It's possible. Any of these things could be possible. So you have to be ready. Now, the last but not least, international dating, taking that adventure. What's the great thing about this? You can meet plenty of foreign ladies who are beautiful inside and out, and they're interested in American Western men if you're from UK, Australia, the United States. And you can actually do things like group romance tours, and you can just get straight to the truth, especially with foreign women. A lot of them, you can just say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, long-term relationship, family, no beating around the bush, no, okay, well, I'm kind of interested, but I'm not interested. Playing a lot of games. After, as you keep dating, maybe that's something you don't want to do. You just want to find a woman who's straight to the point. You're straight to the point. Go there. But there are some downfalls. There's some disadvantages. Picking the right woman, spending a lot of money, trying to figure it out, overseas, and it can be tough culturally. So weighing all the pros and cons of all three, we can come to, conclusion about, different things we can do. So why out of all these things would I pick international? Because you're going on an adventure. You're going to meet someone new. You're going to be able to go on these romance tours. And by using the power of, the internet specifically, getting help, with translation, getting help finding the best lady, you can do that with this service. It's possible. And not only that, you don't have to beat around the bush. You can go over, get to Ukraine, have fun, learn the culture, get support from Elizabeth and other translators, and just figure it out. And that's the power of foreign web chat. That's why international dating now is going to be very, very powerful, because there's a lot of issues happening in the West, and you want to minimize those. You want to find the best lady who's just looking to have a family. This is possible. Now, what I recommend doing if, you're thinking about these types of dating is talk to other men, talk to other guys that see what their experiences are. They're good and bad with local, if they've had any negative experiences, things like that. That's one thing you can do. And I've talked to other guys locally here, and the biggest issue they have is the divorce rate, or, their wife, their girlfriend found somebody who maybe had a little bit of extra money, or, was better looking, or they went to the gym and they just, okay, I'm done. I'm trading you because unfortunately, a lot of things in the, where I'm at in this culture, and I've talked to other guys who have this problem, is they just want to trade up. Oh, okay, I found a better guy here, so I'm going to go somewhere else. So that's why I'm suggesting, let's give foreign chat web a try. Why? Because you can take a look at all these videos and make some on the Facebook page, the YouTube page. There's quite a lot of videos that can educate you on how everything works from A to Z, so it's not a complete mystery, and you can find your partner and figure out all the nitty-gritty. And then one reason I really think that is powerful is you are able to buy video chats and get help with translation, everything like that. But it's a real person. That they're interested in what you're interested in, after you talk to them or not. And then you can figure out a way to, bridge the gap. So say you get on a foreign web chat and she says, I'm interested. You're interested as well. You have the power to then say, hey, I need help to get to Ukraine to meet her, because, we really hit it off. And you were saying, well, go to Ukraine. Why should I, plan? Why should I go on a vacation in Odessa, Ukraine? It's going to be a really interesting cultural experience. Sometimes being in the Western world, we don't really get out of our bubble. And it helps to go to another place, specifically Ukraine, because a lot of ladies there are very traditional oriented. They're interested in long-term relationships, and you can have a lot of fun there. Plus, it's a beautiful country to see, and it's a beautiful place to go. And that begs the, question of, well, if you're going to do all this, would you really want to do it alone? Just get a passport and just figure it out. And I'm saying, it's always going to help to have a contact if you're going to travel somewhere. Definitely travel and definitely have fun traveling, but why not have a good contact? And that's a good reason to get in touch with Elizabeth and Anastasia on WhatsApp. So if you want to go with international dating, get rid of the BS, get rid of the problems in the, you may be having in the Western world, go on an adventure, have fun, then all you need to do is go ahead, send a text message to either Ernest at 1-757-634-1903. That's Ernest at 1-757-634-1903. Or you can contact Elizabeth or Anastasia at 380-93-238-1355. And again, that's Elizabeth, Anastasia, 38932381355. I wish you the best of luck in your dating endeavors, whether you go local, online, or international, and thank you for watching.